Hello guys and gals, it is F1 Backwards here, back with yet another Forza Horizon 4 achievement guide, and in today's video we'll be going for the Attraction to Traction achievement in the LEGO DLC, which you will have to get 3 stars on all 5 speed zones. Now they are easy enough, yeah, there's not really any tricky ones. These are pretty decent. One or two you might have to sort of rewind now and again. So we start at the very top of the map on the Falcon corner Speedway. Now usually should be able to be okay. It's 200 miles per hour is the 3-star target, but you'll have to be careful. If you take too much speed going into the first turn, you will actually end up flying off. So yeah, just be careful with that one. Again, obviously using the rewind feature will be your best friend, as it has done throughout the entire game. So just down and to the right of the previous one then is the Jurassic Graveyard one. Now you need 90 miles per hour for the 3 stars, which isn't too bad. Again, I've just used the same car for all of this, the Koenigsegg, upgraded to an X-Class. This might be a little bit tricky on handling due to obviously the fact it is a dirt track more or less. But it shouldn't cause you too many problems as long as you just take your time. If you feel like you haven't taken enough speed or taken a corner too slowly, again, make sure to rewind. Try and stick to the left hand side as much as you can so you get a better turn in, and then just gun it as quick as you can to the speed zone. But again, not too bad. Okay then, so next one up is the South Valley speed zone, and that is just a bit further down from the previous one up in Jurassic Island, or Desert, or Park, or whatever you prefer to call it. Now, I only had a few problems with this. Basically, it's just one long left-hand bender. If you take too much speed and stay on the right-hand side of the road, you will just fly out too much. But if you take too little speed and go too much on the left-hand side, you end up just going on the snow or on the grass and then smashing into all the trees. So you've got to take quite a bit of speed to try and stay in the middle of the road. It's more of a trial and error sort of thing. A couple of times you'll have to use rewinds, but that will be absolutely fine, but you will get it eventually easily anyway. Okay then, so from the South Valley, head to the left of the map, just up a further a little bit, you will find the Little Brickworth speed zone, which is 140 miles per hour needed for the 3 stars. Now, the only little difficult thing in this is just a small right-hand bend. I actually mess it up here, as you will see. I take way too much speed, so that is not the way to go. Don't be afraid to use your brakes. You know, don't be afraid to brake a little earlier so you can gun it earlier as well. Brake early, accelerate smoother, accelerate early. That should be job done for that one. And on to our final one then. If you just head north just from where you were, only a little bit then, and this is where we find the Brickchester Escape. 135 miles per hour is the target for all 3 stars. This one can be a little tricky. There's a few sort of corners, twists and turns. Obviously getting a good speed straight away is key. But again, rewind feature will be your best bet on this one, especially coming up to this last corner now. If you take obviously way too much speed, you can sort of start drifting over. But again, as long as you can sort of accelerate as early as you can, you should still be okay with getting that. And that will be that then. That's the Attraction to Traction achievement done. Definitely out of the 5 events in the LEGO DLC, speed zones are probably the 3rd in most difficult. Sorry to say if you haven't done the hardest 2 yet. But thanks for watching guys and gals anyway, and I shall see you in the next one.